So, like my niece, she's 5 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and she saw K-pop Demon Hunters, so she loves that
Really?
movie, right? So
Uh-huh.
she's always singing the song, or Golden. And
Mhm.
now I don't know if she skips the Korean words in the song or if she tries to say them. I don't know. But
You will teach one day.
yeah, but I think she knows about Korea because I've been here most of her life. Like, she knows what Korea is. Does she know anything about the culture or the language? No, but she knows, oh, my bubby, which is what she calls me, my bubby is in South Korea. I don't even think she knows there's a North or a South. I think she just knows there's Korea.
Tevin, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
네, Tevin, 제 마이크 어때요?
좋아요. 네, 잘 지냈어요?
네, 요즘 어때요? 어떻게 지내요? 많이 바빠요?
네, 많이 바빠서 시간이 없어요.
알았어요.
네,
왜 많이 바빠요? 일 때문에?
네, 일 때문에 그리고 선생님 프로그램이
음.
해요? I don't know the word for join, but it's like a teacher certification program. So it takes
네.
like yeah a lot of time, a lot of homework.
알았어요.
Yeah,
It sounds like now you are taking the certification course. So now you are
yeah,
studying. 알았어요.
yeah, yeah.
무슨 종류의 certification이에요? 자격증.
아, 수학
수학이
선생님. 네, 네,
진짜 자격증을 나중에 무슨 수학 선생님이 되는 거예요.
네, 맞아요.
알았어요. Good for you.
I mean the program itself like doesn't teach me math, but I will take the test for math. Yeah.
알았어요. 한국에서 하는 자격증이에요? education course예요? 아니면 그냥 그 학교에서 사용하는 거예요?
It's like online. So it's like there's a university in the United States, and you take you go to class 1 day a week online, and then you have homework assignments and stuff, and
음.
then there's like different modules, right? So there's like 8 modules, and I think module 1 through 7 is like online class, and then module
Mhm.
8 is like you have to go teach at school and record yourself teaching that subject. And
okay.
then you have like a mentor, and
Mhm.
they give you feedback, and you have to try and like what they teach you in class. In the teaching class, you have to go to your class and practice it
Mhm.
on the video. And that's only the class. Then I have to take the tests on my own. I have to
Okay.
study on my own. They don't teach me math. They just teach me how to be a good teacher. And then
How to
I
be a good
study
teacher.
math.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
On my own.
Sounds so stressful, but I really hope you will just enjoy the journey over your
Yeah.
program. I thought that it is just the Korean related the certification that
Oh, no.
you've been qualified, but yeah, it sounds like the American university providing the certification, so a little different
Yeah.
course that I expected. Okay, sounds great.
Yeah. So it's
All right.
it's a lot of time.
Yeah, 알았어요. 태빈 많이 바빠요. As
Yeah.
usual.
As usual.
알았어요. Okay, Tevin, I think we're gonna start our podcast recording now. So let me start it. Okay. 하나, 둘, 셋. Hello, Tevin. Welcome to the
Hello.
podcast. Thank you for being here.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So for the audience, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. So my name is Tevin. I currently live in Seoul. New to Seoul, like maybe 6 months ago. Moved from the countryside to Seoul.
Mhm.
I'm an English teacher here at an international school, and I've been in Korea for, oh God, for 4.5 years.
4.5 years.
I
Oh my
spent four
God,
and a
time
half.
flies. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Okay.
You were one of the first friends I made when I first got
Yeah.
here. So yeah, time does fly. Yeah, I'm from Texas, USA, born and raised, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm just living life. I'm almost 30, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to enjoy my youth while I can.
Your last use. Now you are 29 years old
Yeah,
internationally.
29. Yeah.
Okay. In
Korea, 31, I guess.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I prefer international age at this point.
Yeah, but I think legally the Korean
Yeah.
doesn't use the Korean age, so we just consider the international age. So now you are here in Korea as 29 years old. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good feeling.
Tevin, by the way, have you heard about the 29's myth in Korea? Like
No,
we call
no.
it like the number nine, the number
Number 9.
nine's tragedy, something like it's in Korea we say ahopsu means
I hope
like
so.
if you do something like some challenge, you will maybe just
Fail?
to fail down. Yeah, just to fail. So
Okay, noted.
yeah,
Noted. I
yeah, you
I
have
won't
to
accept any
overcome this.
challenges.
Yes. So you have to watch out whatever you just try to do something new and just overcome and this certain period of age. So
Mhm.
when the two digits, the last digit is always a 9, it makes people a little stressful because of that myth.
Uh, 19, 29, 39, 40.
1929,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
but 29 is the most tricky age that I know in
Yeah,
Korea.
yeah. I mean, it's a time of your life when you're trying to establish
Hmm.
like yourself, your work, your home, your
Right.
relationships, everything. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Do
I
you
understand.
feel any? Uh, do you feel any stressful moment? You just enter the different age generation. I
I mean,
mean, your first digit will be changed
I
from
think
2 to 3. So
I think life is always stressful. Um, I mean, since turning 29, I turned 29 and then like the first day I moved to Seoul. So I mean, I guess all my struggles I've had since being here
mm, mm,
could be the reason. It could be the reason. But um nothing major has happened. It's just trying to navigate a new life, you know? So
mm. Okay.
yeah.
Uh, Tevin, before we dive into our today's the main questions, I want to have some small talk with you. I heard that from you. You went to your hometown with your girlfriend, Chloe,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
just got back. So how was it?
It was great. If you hear a noise around me, it might be her like scurrying around the room.
I
Um
already noticed actually the Chloe's there, right?
Yeah, because she's like saying, making a face or something. Uh, but she's not in the room right now. But
Mhm.
no, it was great. We went to San Francisco first,
Mm,
because usually you would have a layover anyways in San Francisco to go to
mhm.
Texas. Um, and so we went there for maybe 2.5 days. Uh, probably won't go back to San Francisco.
Why? What happened?
I mean, it was fun, but it was like there was a big power outage. So there was no electricity. So at nighttime everything was so dark, but that's when there's a lot of, you know, people that are not really great to see on the streets,
Yeah.
like coming up to you or things like that, and it's so dark. So it was that and like Chloe, she didn't understand that Korea has convenience stores, right?
Yep.
And they're very, very convenient. They're everywhere.
Yep.
But when you go out
It's
of Korea, they're not there. So she's like, "Oh, I want a snack. Let's go to 7-Eleven." Okay, well, the nearest one, we have to walk 20 minutes, 20,
20
25
minutes
minutes.
by work. Okay.
Yeah. So, so we're walking in the dark in the middle of the power outage to get snacks. But even the convenience stores, like in Korea, they have like if you forget your underwear when you're traveling, you can go to the convenience store and buy some.
Mhm.
Or, if you need to cut your fingernails, you can get some. But in the States, it's not that convenient
Mhm.
at all. So I think that was a struggle. But once we got to Texas, it was pretty good. It was a busy schedule. She met a lot of people, a lot
Mhm.
of important people in my life.
Okay.
So it was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. It sounds very fun. And you struggled to stay in San Francisco. Except that experience, I think that everything was really good for you and Chloe. So
Yeah. I
yeah.
think so. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
it was a bit short, but I think I got to meet my nephew for the first time also.
Okay.
My
Yep.
sister has a boy, a baby, so
Mm.
I think that was fun. And Christmas Day and seeing my mom's side of the family, my dad's side
Mm.
of the family,
Mm.
university friends, things like that. So
Wow.
it was good.
Tevin, something happened maybe in this year?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Wow.
Maybe.
Okay.
Working on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Looking forward to
The
seeing
message.
something very special for you
Yeah.
and Chloe. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations in advance, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So let's talk about your life in Korea. As
Yeah.
you explained it yourself, now you are living in Korea as English teacher. And I also heard that your story, you first studied your career as English teacher in a countryside, but now you moved to the Seoul, especially Gangnam area, right?
Hmm.
And now you're teaching English for international student or just the normal public student? I actually don't know. So could you please
Yeah.
explain more about that?
Yeah. It's an international school. So to be honest, like my students, their English is quite good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can have conversations just like this with most of them. So
Mm.
it's just
Mhm.
going into more detail and, preparing them if they want to go study in the States or Canada or UK, any English
Oh.
speaking country. And so I think it's kind of the gist of it. It is a small school, so there's not a lot of students, but there's high expectations for them to go abroad, where maybe they have one
Mm.
parent from abroad and one
Mm.
parent from Korea or
Mhm.
grandparents in Australia or something like that. So
Wow. Mm.
yeah.
So, yeah, you've been experiencing the different types of students and different school. So, what is the main difference that you expected?
I mean, this school, I didn't expect their English to be that great, like it is an
Mm.
international school, but I didn't going from the countryside where there's not a lot of opportunities for students to speak English. They have it in school, but still not that many opportunities outside of school. And now I go into the class and I'm like, hey, why do you have this? Teach me about this slang. They can explain
Mm.
anything to me. Of course, the first thing they say is 6, 7 these days, but outside of that, um, they always like my sister's in middle school, so I teach at middle school right now, and so I always try and
Mm.
relate the things that they do to my sister because, to be honest, their English is probably better than hers,
Mm. Mhm.
and she's
Really?
American, so yeah, yeah,
So, yeah, I think, yeah, maybe the different types of the school and yeah, international school is for the some students who wants to study more abroad internationally, right?
mhm,
So
yeah,
maybe there's a different. So Tevin, I have a question for you. So why did you make a decision moving from countryside to Seoul side?
yeah. So, like, I started out my first job in Korea was in the countryside, so it was the same job the whole 4 years, right? Um, I should have left the first year, to be honest, but that's
Mm,
only because I was living on the side of a mountain with nothing. But my school moved in a town and kind of a developing like it was like 혁신도시,
mm,
they were moving government offices from Seoul to this town and trying to build it up. So it's like, okay, I'll stay another year and move to the new building and there will be all brand new shiny things, right? So I stayed and I met Chloe, and we've been coming back and forth from
Mm.
Gyeonggi-do to the countryside.
So,
Yeah,
한,
and after so long, the job kind of got to be the same, and many people came and went. So teachers would come for 1 year, like other English teachers would come and work with us for a year, and they would leave. So I'd have a friend for a year. I would keep up with them after they left, but there was so much
음,
change.
음,
And me being the only person there that's been there so long, there was just a lot of pressure for me to train
음,
people or
음,
me to do everything, me answer questions, me do this. So I just thought, okay, I could be living closer to Chloe. I can find something and have less pressure like this and
음.
have a more convenient life. Because in the countryside, there's no
Yeah.
E-Mart, there's no like we had a movie theater, we had grocery stores, but there's just more things to do, in the city.
음,
And I lived my life. I lived a great life in the countryside. I enjoyed it. I miss it.
음,
I miss it these days. But that's why I moved and the opportunity came up for this school. And so
음.
I worked with my recruiter and he helped me with everything. So
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds great. Yeah. So I was about to ask you, did you miss your countryside, the living
Yeah.
place and your
Yeah.
students? But you already said
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
So
I
what
just
is
miss
the
seeing the
mhm.
sky.
Exactly. You
Seeing the
cannot
sky.
see
There's so
any
many tall
stars.
buildings here.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
It's almost impossible to see the stars in a
yeah.
sky at nighttime because of the very bright light and the buildings things. So
Yeah.
and also air pollution is more severe here, more
Yeah.
bad. So
Yeah. True.
mhm. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. So do you think you will keep developing your career in Korea? Do you have any your future plan?
Yeah. Career. That part's a bit tough because like there's not a
Mm,
lot of opportunities for foreigners. Especially like to be honest, I have not been studying Korean very well for a while now. My listening is great.
why, Tevin?
My listening is great. My
Why
listening
did
is
you
great.
do
My
that?
reading is great, but like life has been so busy these days, especially moving and starting my teaching program and things like that that
Mm,
like I come home and I just don't want to do anything, but I know I need to. It was better in the countryside because I was forced to do it more. And then
mm,
I worked in a school where people spoke Korean, but my school right now, there's a no Korean policy. So
mm,
I only work around English, right? Um, and so I guess it's less motivation these days, but I know I need to for the future. But in terms of career, like I'm getting my teaching certification to open up more opportunities for teaching.
mm,
I don't really know if I want to teach forever,
mm, mm,
like if I was in the US, I wouldn't be teaching kind of thing. Um, but I don't really have a goal in Korea.
mm,
Mm, It's just figuring out how high I can get my Korean level to then go into some sort
mm.
of company or
Yep.
business. I know Chloe and I have talked about maybe in the future opening up a business of some sort, so
Mm,
things like that. But I think because there's not that many opportunities, I don't know which direction I want to go. Just put me at a desk somewhere. But yeah, I think that's kind of the hard part.
yeah.
But in terms of teaching and stuff, like if I work up to it, I'm educated enough to be a principal at a school if I wanted
Mm,
to. But it
mm,
would just take a few more years of teaching to like be qualified for it. So
yeah. So thank you for saying everything very be honest. And
yeah, yeah,
yeah, so what I want to say is that at least now you are trying to your best at your position, right? So now you want to make your the career more high. So now you are
hmm
that's the reason now you are studying
hmm
your new certification, right?
hmm
So don't worry about that.
yeah. No,
the
no, no. I'm not worried.
yeah, so the
Everything will everything will work out. The way
yeah,
it should
everything will
work out. But
work out.
I always give 110% at work.
Mm.
making connections too. You never know who you'll meet that might have an
Yeah,
opportunity for you. So
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know what will happen in our life. And also sometimes we just to go with the flow. And then,
Mhm.
yeah, the chance just, you know, accidentally comes to us and we just to make it something special. So just think right. All
Yeah.
right.
Something will come up.
All right. All right. Great. Uh, when it comes to your teaching life, I wanted to talk more about that.
Mhm.
What is the main difference that you've been observed comparing to the American student? What is the most common characteristic and the the unique things for the Korean student?
So I have to say that Korean students are a lot more polite.
A lot
um,
more polite.
yeah, and I mean I don't have much experience like around like teaching students per se in
Mm,
the States, but I worked with a lot of high school students at like leadership camps and things like that
mm,
in the US. But I also think about my little sister, and she's total opposite of me. But well, both of my little sisters are. And like the first thing that surprised me in Korea, I was teaching, and in Korea you hand stuff with two hands, right? So the students will drop everything just to use two hands to give it to me, that
mm.
kind of thing. So just little things like that. And like in the States, I have friends that are teachers that maybe their kid yelled at them or just
Oh.
like yelled and walked out of the class. Like those kinds of things that are in my brain or stereotypes that I have being from the
Mm,
US. Uh, I don't see that here. They'll complain if you give them an assignment that every student doesn't want more work, right?
mm.
But I think that, and yeah, they have a really good work ethic. I think like they don't want to make bad grades. Their parents don't want to see bad
Mm.
grades as well. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, did you have any stereotype of you come to the Korea for the student? Maybe the Korean student looks like that, or they act like that, something maybe.
As far as stereotypes go, like before coming to Korea, I watched a lot of YouTube videos of, oh, this is my life as
Mm,
a teacher in Korea. And of course everything looks great and perfect in those videos. I think stereotype is that like I would be able to communicate more, especially I was in the
mm,
countryside, right? So when I first came, I was like, okay, like I'm gonna teach them and we're gonna have conversation. But in reality, like not everyone grasps the language that fast,
mm, mm,
and levels
mm,
can be quite low. But I would say the best part about my job as a teacher is the students. Like the stress comes from everywhere else, not really
mm,
the students so much. They're just happy to see me and be able to speak to me and write notes to me or get
mm,
candy. Candy's a good motivator.
mm.
But
Okay.
yeah, I don't think I had too much of a stereotype, but I think it was more of like the older kids, I guess, because a lot of them
Mm,
go to hagwons, right? So I just
yep.
kind of I imagine kids being very burnt out and tired. So
Mm,
yeah,
that's the normal life for the high school student,
yeah,
especially to prepare
yeah,
for the SAT. Mm,
yeah. The SAT that'll come up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Tevin, switch the gear.
yeah.
Yeah. So, what brought you to Korea? What main reason that you made the decision to start your new career in Korea?
Yeah, instead of choosing another country. Yeah. Okay. Uh, to be honest, I I love anime, right? I like watching
Yep.
Japanese animation. So I was trying to learn Japanese. I was like, I'm gonna go teach in Japan, and I'm gonna learn the language. And so I made it through like hiragana and katakana, right? I made it through
Mm,
those two, and then I got to kanji, and I was like, okay, maybe let's look somewhere else. And uh I think I just stumbled upon some people talking about their life in Korea on YouTube. I was like, ah, maybe Korea, and then I saw the alphabet was easy to learn in one day.
Easy. Mm,
It was like learn Korean alphabet in one day. So I watched the video and I was like, oh, this looks a bit easier. So that's why I chose Korea. But I
mm,
started that kind of got my foot in the door. Like I was like, oh, let me watch some more YouTube videos. Let me look at this. Let me look at that. And so um, I did a lot of my projects in grad school about like Korea and relating my career to Korea and education in
mm.
Korea,
Uh-huh.
um, just to kind of understand it a little bit better. And so I took a chance and applied, and I got it. And I just
Oh,
packed my bags and left. And my goal was 1 year, but here I am, 4.5
wow.
years
Yeah.
later.
You're so yeah, we
Yeah,
talked about it, so we don't know what will
yeah,
happen. So
yeah,
yeah, you just
yeah. So
settled. You first made your goal. You just stay
yeah,
in Korea for a year
yeah,
maybe, but now you are
yeah,
in here 4.5 years, right?
yeah,
And we don't know how
yeah,
long you will stay here. So
yeah. I'll grow old, but I mean, it's been a great time, and
mm,
I don't have any regrets.
okay,
I wouldn't change it.
great to hear that. So I also want to know more about your daily life in Korea. So can you describe your daily life as a teacher? And also, how do you enjoy your weekend after work?
Hmm. Okay. Um, Daily life. I wake up last minute. I'm not a morning person whatsoever. But luckily, I live only like a 5-minute walk from my school, so I can
Oh.
just get up, get ready, and wake Chloe up and turn off her alarm. She
Mm,
doesn't turn off her alarm, so I'm like, get up, get up. Uh, and so get us both off to work, and then just go to work. I have a great time. My coworkers are great. I leave right at 5 o'clock. I refuse to stay
mm,
late
mm,
for anyone or anything. um, Come home. Usually we're like, ah, what's for dinner? We'll go to karaoke sometimes throughout the week,
mm,
or um, go have food somewhere and go to Costco sometimes. I have a
mm.
Costco membership, which I've never ever had before. So that's
Really?
been an experience. Even in my town in the States, we don't have Costco because it's kind of a small
Oh.
town. So,
Mm,
that's an experience, a
yeah.
Korean Costco. Um, and that's pretty much, oh, sorry, I'm looking this way because we got a hamster 2 weeks ago.
Ah,
So
okay.
that takes up some time trying to get her to like us because she doesn't really like us very much right now.
Mm, okay.
Um,
It
yeah,
will
that's
take
it for
some
the weekday.
time to be a friend with
Yeah,
hamster. So,
yeah, and not we're kind of scared to get bit, so we're trying to be
mm,
patient and kind. But yeah, that's it for the weekdays. On the weekends, usually we'll try and go somewhere around the city.
mm,
I have a lot of homework to do on the weekends though, so I do homework on the weekends, play a lot of video games, so
mm.
we try and play
Wow.
games together. Yeah.
Okay.
I know, it sounds like
Tevin,
the life compared to yours maybe. I'm sure you're
yeah,
a busy guy with your
my life
family,
is
so
hectic these days.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't have my time, but I just
Yeah.
enjoy my life these days. It's very happy to take good care of them, but sometimes I need my time anyway. So that's
Yeah.
the reason
I'm
why I
sure.
studied this my podcast. I don't
Yeah.
know who will listen to my things, but
Yeah. No, it's
I
okay.
don't
It's
know.
it's a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good thing. Anyway, this is my new hobby. After I just make them sleep, and I studied this one. So
Okay. If I hear crying in the background,
yeah,
I'll be
just
quiet.
yeah, ignore it anyway. So
Yeah.
okay, tell me by the way, your life is so busy. I think
Yeah.
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 So there is no room for your on the meditation or something for your resting and chilling. You talked about your experience about Costco in Korea. Costco is actually very, very popular for Korean people.
Yeah.
And I am not sure you already know about that. The I think that Korea is the number one or number two
Yeah.
country to make the revenue for Costco.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. There's so many people.
Yeah.
There's so many
So
people at Costco.
yeah, right. The
Yeah.
Yangjae branch in
Yeah, that's the
Korea.
one I go to. Yeah.
Yeah, really, they one.
Yeah.
So Yangjae is the most popular Costco in Korea, and
Yeah.
also it is the number one branch
Yeah.
to make it
It's
the
very big.
revenue.
I mean, I think I went to the one in Gwangmyeong
Hmm.
and then the one in Yangjae. So I think Gwangmyeong, it maybe it was smaller. I don't remember, but there were more people. I remember there were
Yeah,
more
there are
people.
yeah,
Yeah. But
bunch
I
of
will not go to
people.
Costco on this Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
It's
So I try and
impossible.
go on like a
Yeah,
Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, something like
you're
that. To
genius. Yes.
yeah, less people.
Tevin, but in Korea, actually, we call there Costco, not Costco. So,
Oh
did you notice
yeah,
that, Buffalo?
yeah. I did. Yeah, the pronunciation's a bit different.
Yeah, very, very different. So,
Yeah.
actually, when I first heard this word from my coworker, because he worked in Costco before he joined this company, I actually didn't know what company he's talking about. He
You just smile and nod. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right. So I just smiled and I just pretended to know the
Yeah.
company, but eventually I just confessed I actually don't know which company you're talking about. So
Yeah.
he explained it. He worked at the retail, but
Mm,
I didn't understand. Even he repeated the word maybe more than 3 times. So he write down the spelling and then
yeah.
oh, it is called in Korea like
Hmm.
Costco. So
Yeah.
we left, and yeah, I just had a memory about that.
Put this on.
Yeah,
Okay.
and also you have many Konglish, right? So what was the most interesting and funny Konglish?
Ah, it was the one you taught me, I think. 크러워성? 크러워성? 크러워성?
크로 크
something like
yeah,
croissant.
크로와상. 크로와상.
크로와상.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that. Just because it went over my head.
Over your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, croissant,
Yeah.
I guess, and I don't know. There's a lot of Konglish.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
bunch of Konglishes that
Yeah.
we made. How
It's
about
great.
the
It's my favorite.
뚜레쥬르, the
Today,
the
today,
bread
oh,
shop?
tous les jours. But even in
뚜레쥬르, yeah.
English, it's not an English word. So even in English, I don't know if I'm
Mm.
saying it right.
Ah,
It's
really?
French.
Is it
It's
not
a
a
French word.
it's a French.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Koreans are saying it wrong. Americans are saying it
You can say
wrong as
hello.
well. Yeah. So yeah.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Tevin, talking about your Korean life, you've been already living in here more 4 years, but you still have some bad things or inconvenience things. If you have, can
Mhm.
you tell me a little bit more about that?
I mean, language always is kind of a struggle. I
Mm,
mean, but
mhm.
I have like if I'm on websites just translating and stuff like that, and Chloe does a lot of speaking for me, so it's a little bit easier. But um, I think doing the important adult things like going to the bank or things like that, like needing help
Mm,
with those types of
mm.
things. And also, my name is one thing that always happens is my name is very long compared to Korean names, and you can only have 20 characters in a
Yeah.
name on a lot of things. Well, I
Your
need
full name is
21.
over 20? You have
I need
21?
21 because there's a
Kevin
space.
Williams.
No,
Uh-huh.
Tevin Rashawn Williams. So
Michelle
my middle
Williams.
name,
Okay.
because I have to go based on what's on my card, my ID card, and
Mm,
it's Williams Tevin Rashawn. So a lot of my
yeah.
stuff it's missing the last letter,
Mm,
which means if I need to do like a government, like your taxes are due, right?
yeah.
You have to go in to home tax and do all of the documents, and I try
Mm,
and put my name in, but it doesn't fit for it to like certify that that's me. Because
mhm.
in Korea you have to use like pass or like what is it called, like injun call, something like that, like the
인증서.
yeah
Mhm.
yeah like the receipt, I guess. I don't know what to really
Mhm.
call it, but because my name is different in so many places, I kind of have a hard
Oh,
time with that.
yeah. It sounds so
um,
challenging for you. Oh my gosh.
yeah, so I can't really change my name on my passport. So
Mm,
that's that's kind of a struggle. And I don't know. I would say public transportation, but these days I drive a lot. So
Whoa, you
yeah,
bought a car?
yeah, last year.
Oh my
So
gosh,
it's not
really?
that great. It's
Okay.
not that great, but just my coworker was leaving to go back home, and
Mm.
she's like, "Hey, I'll give you this for very cheap. So just take
Whoa.
it." And it's great. So now on the weekends, if we want to go back to the countryside, or we
Yeah.
went to what is it called? Alpaca World in Al- alpaca. Alpaca, like it looks like a llama, like the I don't know.
Ah, alpaca. Alpaca.
Alpaca, yeah.
Yeah, Konglish as well.
Konglish,
Alpaca.
yeah. So like, eh, if we want to just go somewhere on the weekend, we can. So it's nicer, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think I have a whole list of struggles, but yeah,
Okay. Tevin, it's just so funny story about your name in Korea.
yeah.
So let's talk about more about that. I think we already talked about this topic when when we had the lessons. Uh, you notice that the majority of a Korean has the three characters of name, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Does it a little odd for you?
I mean, to be honest, like, uh, Korean names are a bit harder to memorize for
Mm,
me, I guess. Not necessarily because they're hard, they're really easy. It's just
hmm.
two sounds, usually if you're not saying their family name, right?
Right.
Except for you, except for you.
Yep.
Yours is just one, just un, right? But,
Yep.
I think because there's not much variation in the names as well, because you can
Mm,
have, Yun Ji, Yun Jin,
yep.
like, it's just
Just the
slight
only
differences,
one,
so
yeah, consonant difference. So,
yeah, yeah, so I think I can say them with no problem, but memorizing them is a little bit harder for me, so,
mm,
you know, I think that's that's the only thing that's a bit strange for me, and there's not many family name options,
hmm.
so I think that's something that's a little bit different, but I think it's not bad. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I was young, as you told me, my name just has the one syllable, right? So everybody asked me, why do you have just only
Mhm.
one syllable?
Yeah,
And also
yeah.
I asked my father, why did you make my name like that? I
Mhm.
don't want to be like outstanding person. But time after time, I feel like my name is special.
Mhm.
I don't want to be like
Yeah,
the same the other Korean. So I really like my name. But still, I don't know why people just to stick to have like just the two syllables their name, except
yeah,
their family name. So I
yeah.
tried to make my kids one syllable name,
Mhm.
but my wife she refused.
You lost
Yeah.
that argument.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that is
I
the
think
still the mystery for me.
I think it's like I think it would be nice if people changed the names a bit. One
Mm.
syllable or three syllables or sorry,
Yeah, there's something.
four
Yeah.
syllables, something like that, but I think because there's like a way of doing things a lot of the time, and it's been done
Mm.
this way for so long in history that,
Yeah.
you know, if it's broken, why fix it? So if it's not, sorry, it's not broken, why fix it? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's the
Right.
expression.
Yeah. I'll tell
Yeah.
you one other question. Now you are working in an international school. Some of the students they have the English name, right? Sometimes when you hear their English name, is it a little making you a little occurred or weird thing? Because
Like cringy, maybe,
yeah,
like
cringy and
cringe.
goosebumps maybe.
I don't think so because I don't know most of my students like Korean
Mm.
names. I only know them
Ah,
by their
okay.
English name, pretty much.
Okay.
So when they come to the school, they give the school the name that they want to be called by,
아,
and that's
음,
on their documents and everything like that. So
음,
um, most of the kids that have Korean names, I mean English names, some of them it's a bit cringy because it's like my uncle's name that's like
okay.
65 years old, but there are some that have pretty unique names, and I'm
음,
like, oh, that's cool. I think it's not gonna be anything like crazy unique,
음,
but they because I only know them by that name, I always put that name to their face. If I knew their
음,
Korean name first and then they're like, "Oh, Mr. Tevin, I changed my name to this. This is my English name." Then it might be a bit more weird, but
아,
it's okay. And just maybe if they chose names that weren't like my
yep, right.
grandpa's generation
음.
names, that'd be great. Yeah, but
uh, yeah, the main reason why I asked about that one, when I just think about the Korean name, the foreign people use the Korean name and it sounds like making me really occurred because
mhm,
as you explained it, we have some stereotype and, the certain image of the name.
mhm.
For example, as you explained it, so like my grandpa and my father generation's name, some foreign people just use it. It made me
Ah,
really
yeah,
cringy.
yeah,
Yeah, and also we have some of friends who has some certain name, but the foreign people, they use that certain name, and the
mhm.
image is just resonated
Old
to the
person.
people. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So yeah, that point I just wanted to say, and also my company, most of people prefer to use some English name, and it made me really cringy all the time. So I don't want to
yeah,
call that name, but
yeah,
they wanted to hear that English name. So I don't like
yeah.
it, to be honest
I
with you.
think it's if I get used to calling you that name, it's okay. I think like in every generation, like you said, there's different trends, I guess, like
Hmm.
trending names, but it's a
Yeah.
bit harder in English because there's so many more options, I guess,
Mm.
if I
Hmm.
can explain it that way, but there's someone's always trying to do something different or spell it different. It might be
Hmm.
the same name, but
Hmm.
instead of putting the letter I, they'll put the letter Y, right?
Mm.
Like my sister, her name is Aniston, like Jennifer Aniston. Like took Aniston and put it as a first name, but
Hmm.
it's spelled differently, like with a Y or something like
Ah.
that. I don't know
Okay.
what the original is spelled like, but that's what a lot of people they put they do. But that's like a trend, maybe in maybe millennials, like my mom's generation, and
Hmm.
maybe mine. My mom and I are not too different in terms of generation, but
Hmm.
uh, yeah, there's trends for each generation. So.
Okay. Tevin, in America, there are also some stereotype of the name. So some name just represents some certain race, or the other name just uh, makes some people imagine like this kind of a person, something like that.
Mhm.
How about Tevin, your name?
I mean, my name is not common, so I've never
Mm,
met anyone with the same
who
name
has
as
Tevin?
me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when I graduated high school, there was a Devin, Devin, Kevin, Revin, Tevin. So
Okay.
yeah, and so it the Evan part is pretty common, but usually it was Kevin, Devin, or not Revin. Revin was very unique as well. But there are some stereotypes, like if you hear certain names, you could say, "Oh, they might be Hispanic," because there's a lot of Hispanic
Mm,
people in my area, like my hometown.
mm,
Um,
mm,
or oh, maybe they're Caucasian, maybe they're African American by
mm,
listening and seeing some of the names. So you can have this stereotype. It's not always right, just like every stereotype. But yeah, when I see one, I'm like, maybe they're this. So yeah,
mm.
we have it as well. I mean, in Korea, I don't know if you have it as well. Like, if you read a name and you're like, ah, this it sounds like a name from someone in Busan or something.
Uh,
I don't really
I
know.
don't think so actually,
Yeah.
but we can just to feel the generation. So
Mm.
when the name just popped up, my wife's name is quite popular in 19s,
Hmm.
1990s. So
1990s.
most of the people has that name, and also we have like the trending name,
Hmm.
so we can easily see the name and then we just guess what age someone just born.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Mm, okay. So, Tevin, let's talk about diversity. So, how diverse your country, especially your state, Texas?
Um, I mean, certain parts are more diverse than others. Like Texas is very big,
Mm-hmm.
so some of the cities, the bigger cities, are more diverse. Um, Austin, Texas, or Houston, or San Antonio. I would say Austin is the most diverse place I've seen. It's the capital of Texas, but I didn't
Mm.
go to Austin very often. Like it was, I can say maybe 5 times in my whole life. Went to
Okay.
Austin. I don't,
It
I
sounds like
don't live.
you're very countryside people.
Kind of. I mean, I I don't live far from Austin. Like my hometown is in the middle of kind of all of the big cities.
Oh,
Just
okay.
there was nothing really that took us there because as a family we wanted to go to amusement parks or water parks, things like that growing
Mm,
up. So we went to other cities for that. But um I would say my area, my hometown is mostly like Caucasian is number one, and then
mm-hmm,
Hispanic people is number
mm-hmm,
two, and then maybe African Americans, and then other like Pacific Islanders, Asian, things like that. So I would say it's mostly Caucasian and Hispanic.
mm,
Even my university, it was in a different city in Texas. It was mostly Hispanic people
mm.
at my university. Because
Okay.
I only live maybe 4 or 5 hours by car from Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not that far
Ah,
from
okay.
Mexico.
That's the main
Yeah.
reason that many Hispanic people living in Texas state.
Yeah. And Texas was part of Mexico in the past.
Ah, okay.
So that's why it was part of Mexico at some point. Now, I'm not good at history. I couldn't tell you
Me
when,
neither.
but it's okay. Someone can Google it, but yeah,
Mm,
that's why. So we have good
okay.
tacos, good Mexican food.
Good Mexican food. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Tevin, when you were younger, did you have many different races friends? As you expanded the Hispanic,
But
Caucasian,
yeah.
and Black people. So, is it very the common to mingle with different races in
Hmm.
there?
Yeah. No, I had friends from every race. You know, maybe it was a bit harder to see like Asian people at my school. There's not a lot of
Mm,
Asian people in my hometown.
mm,
There's some, but like it's kind of less common because there's not that many to see.
mm,
Um, but I had a lot of Hispanic friends growing up. That was like maybe number 1% of my friends, and then maybe Caucasian,
mm,
and then
mhm,
African American, then
mhm.
maybe other Asian, Pacific
Asian.
Islander. Um, I mean, not only Asian, but like maybe foreign friends. Like
Mm,
I had friends
mhm.
from Germany that came to study in the States,
Ah,
from
mhm,
Slovakia that came to study in the States.
mm.
Friends like that. That you know, technically they're Caucasian, but like they're foreign. So
Yeah,
they're coming
foreign
to
from
just
Europe. Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
So, Tevin, you experienced this kind of diversity with your society. When you first arrived in Korea, maybe you were a bit surprised because here is not that very diverse, right? So, how were you? How
Yeah.
was your first feeling?
Um, I mean, I don't think I ever felt like, wow, I stand out, like people are looking at me or things like that because I look different. I've never really felt that way.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the countryside where there's like, I mean, there were a lot of foreigners in my area, the countryside, but still. Um, but looking around, it was a bit difficult to like recognize people
Yep.
sometimes.
Definitely everybody
Um,
recognize you and they are
yeah, people
monitoring
can
you where
recognize
you are
me.
going.
People can recognize me, but I had a hard time. Like I could recognize my friends easily, but if I saw one of my students on the street, I might not
Mhm.
recognize them as easy because, like, there's not much diversity.
Yep,
Everyone has the same color hair, so you see like
exactly.
dark
Same
hair.
clothes and same
Same
style.
clothes, same style, same haircut
The
styles, things like that.
especially winter seems really hard to
Yeah, yeah,
recognize someone because everybody is wearing the long, thick, padding
yeah. The
and
long padding. I mean,
uh,
like that's just saying like there's similar styles now. Like I can tell the difference between people. Obviously, like, everyone is
mhm,
different,
mhm,
but
mhm.
it's just looking at a crowd. There's a trend. You have
Yeah.
white, some white, black and gray clothes, right, and
Mm.
dark colored hairs. I
We are
I
wearing
can,
the two representative the Korean color, white and black.
yeah, white
Everybody
and
is
black.
wearing the white and black.
Yeah, it's like where's Chloe's long padded jacket? It's somewhere around here. But yeah, no, but I do like style in Korea. Like I prefer
Mhm,
basic colors. I don't really want to wear neon colors that much. Now, have
mhm.
I? Yeah, in the States I have a different style per se. I would say I
Mhm.
had no style in the States, but coming to Korea, when I can find clothes because remember I'm massive. I think people focus more
Yeah.
on how large I am first, just
Mhm.
because I'm tall. But there's a lot of tall people in Seoul, like younger generations are quite tall.
Yeah.
I have students
Younger
taller than me.
generation. Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
like high school students, not middle school. But
Okay.
yeah, so
But your
maybe they're
size
eating the
is
vegetables.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah,
Yeah. So you struggled to find your size when you first came in Korea. So your
yeah,
shoe size is massive and your
yeah,
size, your body and you're so
yeah,
tall, so
yeah,
everything was really difficult for you.
yeah. But
But
that's
how
why I was
is it
great in the
now?
States.
You found a you found a good place you can buy something like your clothes and shoes maybe.
I mean, usually I just get it online now,
Mm.
but I
Mhm.
think that's because also I'm lazy, only because I don't want to have to walk from store to store looking. Um, Coupang, I can find good things on Coupang
Yeah,
sometimes,
Coupang is
but
crazy.
Nike, like I can get Nike shoes online pretty easy and the size
Oh,
online
really?
pretty easy. Um, Converse, I own a lot of Converse because they're they're wider, or they're longer, so I can get a smaller size and I'm okay,
Mm.
you know.
Okay.
But clothes, I can manage. I can go in somewhere and manage. It might not be the best fit that I want,
Mhm.
but I can usually get it. Zara is a good place. I'll go to Zara
Mm.
to get a lot of things, or
Is there a
Geo.
size for you in Zara?
Yeah, Zara is Western sizes.
Oh,
So,
really? Uh-huh.
like Chloe, she's like small and petite, so the pants are too long for her. Like the waist might be the right size,
Mm.
but like things like that. So, um, Zara, 8 seconds, I can usually get some stuff.
Mhm.
What is the cheaper place? Top 10. Sometimes top 10. Yeah, in November, whenever it's like one plus one, everything. Yeah. Or no, is it November or October? Top 10. October. I think it's October.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't have that much of a problem, but there are things that I want to buy, but I can't fit. And
Mm.
it's not because I need to lose weight, but just I'm long and
Yeah, you're long and
thick.
tall.
Yeah, I'm tall and thick. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, how do you think about Korean's fashion style?
I like it. I mean, nothing's too like bright or like overbearing. Now,
Mhm.
I think that I don't know how to explain it. Maybe sometimes it'd be fun to see more fun colors or patterns on the street. But I think that's just me looking out into the crowd and wanting to see. Like, I don't want to wear it, but it would be nice to see other people
Yeah,
wear
exactly.
it. Yeah,
I
yeah.
yeah, we is it a little tricky to explain what is the Korean's common style?
Hmm.
But recent I don't know, but recently most of people they just want to look the same all the time. They
Hmm. Yeah,
it seems like they don't have their own style all the time. They are just
yeah.
trending. I feel like most Korean they really want to follow the trend all the time.
Mm, yeah.
They wear the very, the trendy clothes, but it doesn't look very how can I explain it? The
Doesn't look
outstanding.
trendy because
Yeah,
it's too trendy.
yeah, too trendy maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
trendy. So it's kind of like copy and paste, like
Copy and
style
paste,
wise.
exactly,
Yeah.
yes.
But like you
Right.
said, it's harder in the winter time. So when you're asking me these questions, I'm like trying to think. But for what, 2 months, I've just been seeing padded jackets. That's it. Um, but I think it's cool. I mean, the little old ladies, they have good style. They have flower hats and you know the vests with all of the flowers and stuff. So they have more color in their
Mm,
wardrobe.
right, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, but
So,
it's not bad.
Tevin,
It's good.
yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah,
On behalf of Korean, I wanted to say thank you. Okay.
yeah. You're welcome.
Tevin, now we are talking about the diversity. So you talked about your diversity in your country, and as you noticed, here the Korea doesn't have very big diversity, but
Mhm.
do you have any thought how Korean people can be more diverse?
Sure. I mean, I think like in Seoul, there's a lot more diversity. Like,
Mm,
even though people are following similar trends in Seoul, people are diverse in terms of like their experiences that they've done, like compared to when I was in the countryside, because there's not much to do, I guess. But for people in Korea to be a bit more diverse, maybe you could change your fashion, maybe more
hmm
different hairstyles, different things like that. But I think diversity is more than just like about like what you're wearing or what you look like, but just like a lot of times I see it too where people tend to think alike because they're expected to think a certain way, but
hmm
just changing the way you think or expressing your feelings, right? Don't just say yes because someone tells you to do something, like speak up your mind. But I think that's kind of where like that's also part of diversity is
Mm,
thinking independently.
just thinking. Yeah, right.
Yeah, thinking independently and have your own ideas, your own goals, like you said, the 29 age like
Yep.
like myth, I guess. Um Maybe a lot of people feel that, but just maybe they have to be happy with where they're at, you know,
hmm
and
hmm
not think so like by the book, I guess.
By the book,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but that's more than just Korea. That's also anywhere to an extent, like
hmm
just in Korea, I guess you feel it a bit more because
hmm
you have expectations for each part of your life. And I'm sure as a parent, you might have expectations for your kids at some point. But
Definitely.
yeah, but it just depends like how much of those expectations is gonna like how much pressure it will give them is like how much you put on them. So
hmm
I I don't know. I think it's also like parents want the best for their kids. All parents want best for their kids, but in Korea it's a little bit different
Ah,
because
high
it's very
expectation.
competitive. It's very
Right.
competitive, right? So you have to do what you have to do to make sure you are competitive enough and your family is competitive enough to survive, right?
hmm hmm
So yeah, I think that's so just thinking independently is my
Right.
overall answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for your explanation and your thought. And yeah, as you explained it, I think here is very competitive. So that's the main reason people just they're pushing their kids. I think it is related to the diversity. I mean, we are not that very diverse. So that's the reason we just follow the same things. We
Hmm.
just follow the trend all the times. We feel like we always to go to the some defined things like
Hmm.
you go to the university, you go to the good big company.
Hmm.
But the other way, I think we never think it is a good way.
Yeah, but it does. I mean, it is surprising though, because a lot of people I meet in Korea have like traveled a lot. Like
Mm,
maybe not living in another country, but have been to many other countries, and I think that's a good way to experience diversity
right,
and
right.
like change the way you think is by visiting many places. Because where
Mm,
I'm from, like not a lot of people leave my town. Like they stay there and
mm,
they grow old there, and that's their whole life, right? And so I'm a bit different because I left, so I
mm,
come back and I'm like, oh, why do we do things this way in this place? Like I guess, I mean, I would say Korea is a very convenient place. Like even the way people think sometimes is very convenient.
mm,
And it just makes sense. So when I go, like when I went back home for Christmas, I was like, oh, why don't we just do it this way? Like this is faster. And then in my brain, I'm like, I
mm,
learned this in Korea, and I'm
mm.
trying to push that on my family to do things certain ways. But like it just makes sense, but it's something I'm learning from another country and bringing it back to
Yeah,
my own. So yeah,
yeah.
it's
Out
fun.
of the box. So I like your observation. So I think the most of the Korean people recently they traveled a lot overseas. It's just like they want to see the more things from
Hmm.
their point of view. So just expose themselves to the other country and just to see the different and culture and
Hmm.
it feels differently and
Hmm.
just to come back and to feel the diversity, something like
Hmm.
that. Because here is not that diverse. We don't
Hmm.
have the different types of race and culture. We
Hmm.
are pretty homogeneous culture. So
Hmm.
I think that's a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tevin, you talked about your hometown story.
Hmm.
Actually, this is the fun story. I'm working at the international company, but sometimes when I have a meeting with some foreign people, they don't have any experience outside from their country.
Yeah.
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 So
It's very common.
yeah. So I was very
Yeah.
surprised, and then you know they are working with the foreign people like me, but sometimes I feel like they have so much, the many stereotypes about the foreign people and culture. And sometimes they don't know what's going on around the world. Now I'm talking
Hmm.
about the American especially.
Yeah. No, no, no. I completely agree. Yeah, yeah. I agree. And it's like a lot of people, maybe because also the US is quite big. Like
Mm,
I've traveled around to many states, but like they're not that much different,
mm,
culture wise. It might look different, like the trees and rivers and so on might look different,
mm,
but like the
mm.
landscape, um, but it doesn't feel like it's not the United States. I think people just, I don't know, maybe a lot of people also start jobs and having kids a lot earlier, like in the
Mm,
US, and well, a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody. Um, so I think here people kind of wait for some of those things and they just like to experience their life. And part of that is traveling to some new places and
mm.
seeing things. So
Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Okay, Tevin, I should have asked it when we talk about the Korea things, but I almost forgot. So we just revert to the first question. So how did you first know about Korea when you were growing up? Did you meet some Korean friend in your town, or did you learn Korean from the history lecture or
Hmm.
something like that? So how did you know Korea first?
um like I think I always knew Korea was here,
Mm,
from like taking geography class and so on, but like
mm,
I never thought anything about it. I didn't know what the language looked like. I didn't know anyone from Korea. Whenever like I'm at my school, high school or middle school or primary school, even if there were people like that look different than me, I
Mhm.
never thought
Mm.
about, oh, I wonder where their family comes from. But I think it's
Oh.
because there's always so many different people in my school that like you're just another friend. Like you're another person in my class.
Mm.
It didn't matter to me. And so like I never thought about it. But Korea, I don't know when the first time I heard about Korea was. We learned about, you know, some wars and things like that in history class, but I
Mm.
didn't know a single thing about Korea until I was maybe in graduate school and
Yeah.
started
So
looking for these jobs here. So
mhm.
yeah,
So wow, that's a interesting story. You
yeah,
have much information about Korea, but you live in here.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't
I
know
just
what will
came and
happen. Yeah, life is so
just trying to survive and learning while surviving. But these days, like the younger generation knows a lot about it because like
Yeah.
Korean music, Korean movies, TV shows, things like that are becoming
Mm.
kind of trendy in the
Yep.
US these days. So like my niece, she's 5 years old
Mhm.
and she saw K-pop Demon Hunters, so she loves that movie,
Really?
right? So
Uh-huh.
she's always singing the song, or Golden.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
now I don't know if she skips the Korean words in the song or if she tries to say them. I don't know. But
You will teach one day.
yeah, but I think she knows about Korea because I've been here most of her life. Like she
Ah.
knows what Korea is. Does she know anything about the culture or the language? No, but
Mm.
she
Mm.
knows, oh, my bubby, which is what she calls me, my bubby is in South Korea. I don't even think she knows there's a
Oh.
North or a South. I think she just knows there's Korea. So yeah.
Okay. Wow, interesting. All right. Tevin, by the way, so when you grow up, when you meet the different color skins, the friends, did you feel any uncomfortable situation or any other stereotypes did you have maybe? Because in
No.
Korea, we don't
Mhm,
have this kind of experience,
mhm,
especially, so we are almost the same race.
mhm.
And we have some these days, but when I was younger, I've never seen some, you know, the different colors, the skin, the race friends. So it was quite uncommon here back then. But these days, we also see some of people who has like the different colored people. So how was it?
I think like you knew what color someone else's skin was, but
Mm,
that wasn't the first thing to come to your mind. Like that's
okay.
not the first thing that I thought of. I would probably not really think about it unless someone asks me what races my friends are. But I mean, there are some people that prefer to be friends with people that are similar to them, not only
Mm,
by their skin, but like, people of similar race have similar experiences, right?
mm, mm,
So I know like um, my generation, we all maybe like I don't know how to explain it. I knew if I got in trouble, I might get popped, right? I
mm-hmm,
might get a
mm-hmm,
spanking, right? This
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
generation, like new generations, they don't really like pop like like the way that like now I was a good kid, so it wasn't very often that I got spanked, but like there's different stereotypes with different races in terms of spanking as well
mm-hmm,
from
mm,
me
mm,
like growing up and understanding that.
mm.
Now I'm trying to think like when you look at my cafeteria in high school, there were some groups of people that sat kind of by race, um, but it's just because they had shared like culture and experiences,
Ah, okay.
But when it came to like the athletes or the cheerleaders or the band kids, like they would sit together, but they're all different races. It
Mm,
didn't feel like there was like any kind of, oh, I need to make sure there's like this many white people, this many Hispanic people, this many black people in my friend group. It just kind of naturally
mm,
happens. Now, there are people that are like that. That's just my experience, you
okay.
know. But yeah, I think there was no different feeling about it, but yeah. I don't think there was anything weird about it. But
Okay.
I didn't have a lot of friends when I was younger anyways. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing. All right. I think we covered the most of things. Here is the last question for you. What is your life motto to share with this podcast audience? Now you are
Yeah.
living in the random country, Korea, and now
Yeah.
you are almost to settle your
My
everything.
life.
You study, yeah, your life. You studied your
uh
career, and also
yeah.
you made your the partner, and also you almost started your new life here. So, what is your motto for your
Uh
life?
I would say like I have a tattoo here on my side, but it's like something my grandma would always say is there's more to seeing than sight itself, which
Mm,
means like there's more than what you see inside of people, inside of situations, inside of
mm-hmm,
anything. So like don't just look at something and just say, "Oh, this is what it is." There could be more to it. So if I say, "Okay, I'm going to go move to Korea," and like of course my family at first they said, "Yeah, go to Korea for 1 year." And
mm.
they still ask me to this day when I'm coming back, but uh like they only see like, "Hey, you're in Korea." They don't see my friends, all the fun things that I get to do, the places I get to see. Like even though I'm in Korea, I'm still traveling. I went to Dubai, I went to Japan, things like that.
Mm,
Um, and so there's more than what you see to a person or situation. There's a lot more details that kind of make, the bigger picture. So
mm-hmm.
there's more to seeing than sight itself. And my grandma's blind. So that's why she also says it.
Oh,
So
okay.
she has to see things in very different ways in order to fully understand it because she can't see your
Mm-hmm.
face. She's going to judge you based on your personality and what you can bring
Yeah,
forth like in her life.
yeah.
So that's why she always
Okay.
like
I
taught that
I can
motto to me.
definitely convince her speaking. And
Yeah.
how sweet
Yeah.
you are. You have the tattoo on your body.
Yeah. It was a random 18-year-old Tevin decision.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was meaningful. I have other tattoos, but some meaning, some not, no meanings. But
Hmm.
yeah.
Great, great. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing.
Yeah. You're
All
welcome.
right. So that was the last question, and I'm so happy to have you this podcast.
Yeah.
And yeah, if this podcast goes very well, I will definitely invite you once again.
Thank
Please
you.
be my
Thank you.
guest.
I mean, it was good to be here. You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it was a
Thank you
good
so.
time and interesting questions.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Yeah.
Tevin. I
You're welcome.
also hear the many good your answers, so it resonated me, and also your last answer about your life motto. It made me really touched. So
Yeah.
I will
Thank
also
you.
keep in mind.
Yeah. You can get a matching tattoo, right? I'll do it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see.
So,
So,
no, it's okay.
Tevin, thanks a lot,
All right.
and
You're
we will keep
welcome.
in touch.
Yes.
Okay,
Have a
so
good
have a
night.
great
Get some sleep.
weekend. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you,
Thank you.
thank
You
you.
too. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.